they were having awakenings and people having clarity of purpose. And I noticed very quickly just how much this was changing people's lives. Hi, Alison Levesley here. Well, I've been asked to tell you a little bit about sacred oils and how they came to me and what happened with them. I guess it's been a bit of a journey. My life has been one of healing, one of working with relationships and people to deal with their life traumas and how that impacts today's life. Traveling the world, doing healings, darshans, etc. About 18 months ago, I knew that life was about to change for me. I wasn't quite sure and didn't really know how much it was going to change, but I knew that I was about to be selling everything yet again and moving. So I ended up doing that 6 months later. The attunement came through me from the Divine Mother Isis, and I was asked to begin by sharing these attunements. So first of all, I started to receive the energies, the frequencies. I started to see all these symbols and numbers and different plants and messages came through. So I received that through my field, into my body. And then from there, I was asked to create an oil. So I created this, brought frequencies into it and healing. And then from there, I gathered people and worked online and over the phone and different things to try everything out. And I noticed very quickly just how much this was changing people's lives. You know, people that had been really struggling for quite a long time, and how just in 1.5 minutes, a minute, depending on the amount of people, that they were having awakenings, they were having depression healed, pains in the bodies that had gone. I've had people with abscesses just cleared up, and people having clarity of purpose, the Divine Mother and Divine Father coming through them, Isis, they have Jesus. So people have been finding that real connection through just for the attunements alone. And then 6 months later, I was in Koh Yao Noi, which is Thailand, a little tiny island. And I went there to begin just to have some time out and rest. But then it was like, actually, there's another 4 oils to be brought through. And so that was what was next. The oils that came were birth, mother, father, and unity. All of them divinely guided. I actually had to create, to bring each of them through, I had to create a cave womb-like experience. I had to be bathed. I had to be wearing the right clothing. I set up altars. The space was cleared. Everything had to be done in a certain way. I wasn't allowed to change any of the oils. The colours that came for each bottle, for the boxing, for the branding of each oil was given, and that wasn't allowed to be changed. And each was significant. So as an example of that is, say, unity, it's the orange, and that is the fire of God. And, you know, part of that oil is to bring people, strengthen the connection with the God of their understanding, but also to clear conditioning around it as well. So, you know, everything had its place and its purpose and fitted completely, you know. Really quite remarkable, the experiences that I've gone through with this and what has actually come. I remember sitting at the end of creating birth, which was the first one I created. And as I held it in my hand, the bottle, the energy that came through me and the knowing, the soul level knowing that this was something that was really life-changing, not just for me, but for other people. And all the memories that were associated with my birth, the stories that I'd been given, the experiences that I'd gone through, all began to come up into my awareness and then just leave. I've done a huge amount of work on myself, so I knew that it was that easy for me, plus also the preparation and the journey that I'd gone through. A lot of it, had already been preparing me for that moment. And so now, what I've been doing with the oils since then is I made them, I've been selling them, and people have been coming, asking to buy them, and they've gone to many different countries, which in itself was fantastic. They're in Dubai, and Germany, England, China, Malaysia, Singapore. I'm just trying to think where else. Oh, America. And so they've gone far and wide so far, which has been an honour. And I know that they've got a lot further to go. I also know there's more oils to make. So in a few weeks, I'm going to be taking myself to Sri Lanka this time and having time out and see what's next. I do know there's one of them. I do know the name of one of them because when I was creating birth, there were bits that I wanted to place into the birth oil, and I was told no, it was for this other one. Not quite ready to release what that is yet, but I will do soon. Yeah, so I know that these oils are going to have a life of their own because of how they've come through. I remember moments, I've had so many moments where I've really been taken to tears watching the changes in people, watching the changes and feeling within me how remarkable they are. And I remember doing, I've done 4, I think it is so far, of sacred oil retreats and witnessing the expansion in people as the frequencies have worked through them and they're clearing all the blocks and barriers that are, a part of their history. Each retreat is different because I connect with the group that's there, and then I'm given the order and what to do with each group of people. And yeah, it's just remarkable, really. And of course, with the oils, you're not just buying an oil, you're not just engaging with the oil, which the smell of it is just amazing. I have birth on me at the moment, and yeah, you're also receiving, I think birth has 7 or 8. I think it's 7 meditations with birth. So you can heal the different aspects associated with birth. And I also know that over time, these different oils are also going to be having more added to them. I've already been shown that there's another meditation for mother and for father oil, which I'm going to be recording very soon. And I also know that they, in going far and wide, I've already had them translated into Chinese as well. So all my website is translated into Chinese because that's where an awful lot of my work is at the moment. And I'm just receiving bigger orders for China. So, yeah, and I know that I already have people lining up to translate it into other languages so that people can engage and relax with them, not having to struggle with English or a language that isn't their birth tongue, as I say. Not quite sure what else to say at this moment in time, but try them. Have a look. You can come to my website, and I think the links will probably be below by the time this is finished. And I thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me And yeah, reach out if there's anything that you want to know further.